everyone, my name is Nicola. I am simply a stitcher. Welcome or welcome back to my channel. Sound a bit more like me today. This is Monday, my regular Flosstube update filming day. We release on Tuesday. Hannah's just knocking the hell out of some dinner in the kitchen. Yeah, this is my weekly update on the projects I've been working on over the last 7 days, and I have 6 items to show you today. First of all, if you are new around here, welcome, and if you are returning, thank you very much indeed for coming and spending a little bit more time with me today. So I'm going to go through the projects I've worked on. We're also going to have a spin for this week's new start, and where else have we got? A couple of mentions. In fact, I'll do those first. A couple of shout outs that I've had. I forgot one last week and I've had another one this week. I think it was last week I forgot one. But then again, I had so much going on. It was ridiculous. I'm on my dinner break from work, so I haven't eaten yet, so might be slightly hungry, but there we go. Okay, so let's see. I've had a couple of mentions in videos. One is Mrs. C Stitches. I will link her in the description box. She's back on Flosstube with a whip parade, and I'm just really glad to see her back. She was formerly stitching Jets, but now she's Mrs. C Stitches. And the other one is Crow Stitcher. Also mentioned me in a video, Andrea the Crow Stitcher. So yeah, do go have a look at these two Flosstubers. Both will be linked down below. I was watching Andrea's video, the Crow Stitcher, and she was talking about how somebody has been not very nice. Not Andrea, Andy. Somebody has been not very nice on somebody's video, which I think is really sad in the cross-stitching community. We should be there to lift one another up. And if you are members of my Facebook group, you will know that that very much is the ethos of the group. We lift one another up, support and build one another. There is no place in this community for anybody to bring somebody else down. And if anybody tries to bring you down, you have every right to walk away from that person and stop them from communicating with you. So my rant is over. Let's just lift one another up going forward. Okay. So let's show you what I've been working on. Now, what do we start with? Do we start with whips? Come on, tablet. Tablet's being silly. Okay, right. Let's start with whips. So, first one I have worked on is... Oh, come on. Tablet just doesn't want to play. It didn't want to play last night in my live stream. It's not playing today. Who knows what will happen tomorrow. The first one is this one. This is Night Cafe. The artwork is by Leonid Afremov and it's charted by Heaven and Earth Designs. On this piece I'm doing the supersize max colour, because why not? It is almost 1,000,000 stitches, 991,000 stitches. I am doing this 2/1 tent stitch in a 10 by 10 block using the snake method, because with tent stitch I get very lost very easily, very quickly. I can do it extreme cross country, no problem. Tent stitch, forget it. Can't do that extreme cross country at all, or any kind of cross country. It has to be within those blocks. So it's had 1,000 stitches, 3.75 to 3.85%. And as you can see, we've filled in some more of this blues here and a couple of bits of orange. We're aiming to get this squared off so we can move the hoop. So next time this piece is out, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So that is 1,000 stitches left in that little bit there. I have 1,000 or just over 1,000. Anyway, after the next time it's out, this one, the hoop will be being moved. But yeah, happy with the progress on that. Next one I worked on was my new start for last week. Who was it who spun the wheel last week? Lauren. Lauren spun the wheel. And this was the piece that was selected. This is One to Rule Them All. For those of you that are new around here, I'm a huge Lord of the Rings fan. And I'm doing the Middle Earth map and some other Middle Earth inspired pieces. So yeah, I was pleased to see this one come up. I'm stitching it 1/1 full cross on some, again on some 25 count. Now I'm just going to show you on pattern keep because it's easier. I would normally have a top left start, but as you can see from the green section, the top left is literally all green. And I'm like, I'm not just going to stitch all green. That's, you know, not fair on you guys who are watching me do stitch with me. So what I figured that I would do is I started about 40 stitches down, and I started where the first colour came in. It's on a non-gridded fabric, so this is the start point of about 40 stitches down. So anything above here will be 310. So my plan is to move along until I reach the top, and then when I have a day where I'm stitching and I can do it mindlessly, there's a nice big patch of blue. 310 on this one. So that is 1400 stitches. I worked on it 1000 stitches in rotation, then it came out on my Stitch With Me, my Sunday Live. 1400 stitches done, so up to 1.74% complete. And that one will now be going away. Next one I have got is, I don't have a picture for it. Let me just grab the picture. You can tell it's me. Hold a second. It wouldn't be me without having to move away to get something, would it?
What you forgot?
Picture. Okay, so it's my only piece that I am currently working on that's paper. This is Ice Dragon. Artwork is by, here we go again, Nazheda Gavrilenkova. No, designed by Nazheda Gavrilenkova. Artist is Tatiana Verkovskaya. And this one was made, was made by Sarah up at Paine Free Crafts. Just bring it in a little closer. So as you can see, it is not a full coverage. It's a dragon going through a forest. And there's the moon in the background. Not a full coverage. And it is stitched on some 27 count black even weave. Now this piece gave me the hump this week, not gonna lie. I was working on it Friday and Saturday, and it really did annoy me. Working on paper is okay until you think you've done something wrong, and then you frog it because you think you've done it wrong, but it actually turns out you didn't do it wrong, you did it right. That was the story of Ice Dragon this week. So it's had 1000 stitches in. No idea of percentage with it being on paper. What did I do with it? Right, let me just put this behind. So this fabric is a little on the thin side. Yeah, so we've had 1000 stitches in and it now looks like that. I'm really happy with it, don't get me wrong. It looks lovely. You know, the stitches are coming up really well. But this week there was a lot of gesticulation, shall we say gesticulation at it whilst I was stitching it.
That's a nice word for it.
I did gesticulate quite a bit.
Yes.
I was not a happy bunny.
You weren't.
You weren't. How do you know you weren't even flipping here?
I just know.
So, yeah. But anyway, it's had its 1000 and it is now away. Okay. Sorry about the crinkles. It comes in the back. Right. Next one is my next focus for a finish. There's a clue there. And it is this piece. Oh, that's horrific. This is Pandemic lots of people know Pandemic. Long dog sampler. I was fortunate enough to get Pandemic when it was released for free, and I started it back in 2020. It travelled with me from time to time. It's had a few sort of goes out, but last weekend I was at a retreat and I wanted to take projects that were easy to travel with, so I took this one alongside Sailing Fairy. It's only had one session out this week, you'll soon see why in a minute, and it's just had 500 stitches, 84.43 to 85.07%, and I worked in this section here. So this here and this here has been input. So it's slow progress. This is going one strand a night at the minute, whenever I'm not working on it. If you're in my Facebook group again, you'll see what I mean by that. We've got something called the single thread going. So projects like this, which have been hanging around for a little while, that really do need progress, we're kind of pledging that start of when we're doing a stitching session to put in a single thread at least.
It's a brilliant idea.
Yeah. This is stitched on 28 count 1/1 full cross, so it is the smallest piece that I have, or rather on the smallest count or the highest count, or however you want to put it. So this will be my focus for a finish going forward. So I might not actually get on the single thread, but let's see what happens, because I've got a model stitch at the moment. Okay, so the last work in progress to show you is this one. And this is my Realm of Middle-earth map. And again, this is a Tilton Crafts piece. Been on the go much longer than the other one. It was my Sunday stitch this week, but Sunday stitches are only being worked on during the day because the live stream currently, the new starts are being worked on the Sunday live. It's had 1,000 stitches, and I actually feel quite good about what I've done on this one this week. It's stitched 1/1 full cross on 25 count, and it's gone from 34.67 to 34.8%. And I've again filled in a couple of these columns, and I've worked in some more park threads. And I don't know why, I just feel like I've done loads, and I've done 1,000 stitches, which is not loads in the grand scheme of things. There's almost 800,000 stitches in this piece. But anyway, it is getting there slowly but surely. I think it's probably because I can see the end of the mountains and some of the words coming through on the side of these mountains. You can see it says Mystic Mountains, and the word mountains there is abbreviated. But yeah, very happy. Just plods along. Then the last one that I know that you guys will want to see, now it's had a bath, is my finish. I've had the first finish of 2025. If you watched my live stream on Wednesday, you will have seen this, or you will have seen it finished. I started the stream with 400 stitches to go, and it was this little beauty. This is She Sleeps. Light. I'm really sorry, I can't use natural light today because it's just pants at the moment. She Sleeps, Stephanie Poyman Law, Heaven and Earth design. And I finished it. We had 3,098 stitches to go, and I got down to the last 400 on the live stream. She's had a bath, she needs ironing still, and then we're going to get it off to the framer. I was hummy-harry about whether to post, and the advice has been, don't post, you'll be mad. I certainly don't want to lose this piece. But yeah, She Sleeps is finished. And I am thrilled to bits with her. Stitch 2/1 on some 20 count Ada. 148,998 stitches, 1 year and 10 months to do. Smells lovely and fresh now it's had a wash.
I have to say, I think it's one of the nicest pieces you've ever stitched.
Do you? You think it's one of the nicest?
Well, I mean, just look at the colours in it. I mean, that's a big giveaway,
yeah,
isn't it?
yeah. I mean, there are lots of beautiful colours, pinks and oranges and all sorts. And you know, as I'm, you know, with the framing, I've made a very considered choice with the frame. I've made it so that the framing colour will pick up what's the features in her face. So yeah. But yes, I am super, super happy, super thrilled that She Sleeps is done. So it means that Pandemic bumps up to focus on finish, and when Pandemic is done, Night Cafe gets some extra stitches. I'd said up to my mid-year whip parade, but we'll see how much we can get done. So this week I got in 7,998 stitches through Pattern Keeper and my Ice Dragon, but that's not all. I have got a model stitch which is about 8,000 stitches. The problem is it won't load into Pattern Keeper. It's not Pattern Keeper compatible. So I've worked on a model stitch, but I haven't logged any of those stitches. And what I'll do is I will just update them into my annual total when it's done. So in a couple of weeks' time, my total will increase by about 8,000 stitches, and you'll think I've done about 20,000 that week. But the reality is that I haven't. It is a tight deadline one. I have to get it back by in a couple of weeks' time for photography. So whilst Pandemic is the focus for a finish, She Sleeps is model stitch is getting all the extra stitches at the moment. So yeah. Haul none. Nothing else really to share apart from weight loss this week. Another £0.5 pound. £0.5 pound is £0.5 pound. It means that I now have £2.5 pounds to go to my goal. Hannah says 2.5 stone, and I'm like, I'll disappear. Okay, Hannah, do you want to come and do the spin for me, please?
Hang on, let me check my ready meal.
Oh, she's just checking the dinner, and then she'll come and do the spin.
Just checking it is Frost.
Well, it will do. Okay, so for my spin the wheel, we have 11 left. B, Magpie, Unicorn, Summer Sun, Evelina, Christmas Cat, Witchy Cat, and Tower Bridge, which are all GeckoRouge. Cosmic Marbles, Pandora, which are both Heaven and Earth design, and Van Gogh Never Passed, which is an unconventional X-stitch. So, Hannah, press the white button. Let's see what my new start will be this week. White button in the middle. Thank you. Okay.
What's it gonna land on?
Come on, unicorn. Ah,
Is it Nicky?
It's Summer Sun.
so close to unicorn.
So this is my Lesley McKenzie
It
piece.
better be a nice one.
It is, Hannah.
Oh,
Would you like to see?
They're all nice
Well, I
pieces.
mean,
Your mother doesn't stitch anything that you could class as being not nice.
That one.
I think unicorn's better, but
She says she thinks the unicorn's better. So
Yeah, there's no
this
pleasing
is
some people, is there?
so this is what the spin says. It's decreed will be started. So I shall be starting that this week. Lots of oranges in that one. Let me have a look. I probably will do a top left start. Let's have a see. Okay. Yeah, there's lots of mixed colours in that one. Right, okay, so we'll get that one out for a new start this week, which is fantastic. Thank you very much for that, Hannah. I kind of get the feeling I'm missing something. I don't think I am, but you know how you, when you sort of think, I missed something. Oh yeah, tell you what's coming up on the channel this week. That's what I'm missing. Okay, so today I've already filmed a stitch with me, and it has my Sophie Kilpatrick Night Orange London piece. So I will start Summer Sun. Envy will be out for some rotation stitches, as will Van Gogh the Fellowship. So Van Gogh Never Met the Fellowship. And then on Sunday's live stream we will have Summer Sun back out. Also on Wednesday stream, Hannah! Also on Wednesday stream, Pandemic will be out for some stitches. So yeah. And in between I'll be working on my model stitch. So this week I'll be stitching my socks off.
That's normal.
I've had a bit of a busy week work-wise. I'm not going to bore you all with the details. Suffice to say that when 5 o'clock comes, I'm ready for a breakdown. Phase 2 of dental is tomorrow. I think I should be okay to speak because, again, it's back teeth that are being done, not the front ones, and we rely on the front teeth for conversation. So we'll see what happens. Lauren is away this week. She's off to Paris with school. Andy has to drop her off at midnight on Wednesday.
Don't remind me.
So yeah, we've been getting ready for that. I don't think there's anything else really to sort of say. I don't think there's anything I've missed. But yeah, Oh, I've been mentioned again by the lovely Crow Stitcher. So there we go. The video is entitled Apparently I'm a Big Fat Liar, so I'm going to go and watch that. Don't forget, as I said, the two ladies or two Flosstubers that I've mentioned, you will find links in the description box below. Please do go show them your support. You'll also find down there the link to my Facebook group, my Instagram, and my Buy Me a Coffee link should you feel so inclined. I never mentioned this last week, because obviously I was quite stressed in my Flosstube last week. But usually on the first of the month, I do remind you guys that the channel is a monetized channel. So watching adverts is much appreciated. Although having said that, if they are longer than a few seconds, you know, I don't expect you to sit through ones that are hours long. But, you know, if you can manage to sit through the adverts, it does help me out as a creator. Any interaction with the video, so a like, a comment, you know, that kind of thing is all good as well. It helps me get seen. And I know that I've had a number of people who have joined or have, you know, joined the channel, subscribed recently. So thank you all very much for that. So 3 videos coming up on your screen in a moment. If you've not seen those, please take a few minutes to have a look. Thank you, Hannah, for bashing my stand.
You're most welcome.
My schedule as ever: Flosstube on Tuesdays, Stitch with Me's Thursdays and Saturdays, and a live stream at 7:30 p.m. UK time on Sundays and Wednesdays. So if you can join me for those, it is much appreciated. But really, I'm just going to go now and have some lunch because my belly feels like my throat has been done in. And I'll see you on the next one. Take care, everyone. Bye bye for now.